New tonight on the night team, it's one of the most talked about items on the Kentucky ballot you'll see this November. It's Amendment number 2. Tonight, a forum aimed to educate voters about what it does. The question on the ballot asks if you're in favor of the General Assembly providing financial support to students outside of public schools, like supporting things like charter schools. WHAS 11 night team's Claire Reese, Shay Lee, and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie attended that forum tonight. And Claire Reese, the League of Women Voters, offering both sides of this argument. How did it go? Did they get a good turnout?
Well, there were plenty of people there. One member said about 50 people there, all asking questions of the panelists. Now, many of the people who were in attendance were members of the League of Women Voters or other partnering groups that wanted to learn more about the amendment as we inch closer to when you'll see it on that ballot. People gather at the main library branch in downtown Louisville.
And we are opposed to Amendment 2.
Hearing from panelists about Amendment 2 coming to your ballot in November. It would allow public money to fund private schools. Critics see a lack of specifics in the amendment.
There's also no language in the amendment outlining who will be eligible. So this could be eligible to families of a certain income level. It could be eligible to everybody.
Some are also concerned with what they see as a lack of regulations on charter schools regarding mental health and disabilities, and concern over racial discrimination.
It really hurts our communities, all of our black and brown kids especially, because when all these folks leave and take their income away, and then we're stuck with lower quality education based off of property funding.
A member of the Jefferson County Republican Party, Charlie Bell, and a former principal of a charter school, is voting yes for the amendment.
Every child learns differently. So if every child learns differently and you're put into a box, then our kids aren't succeeding, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now.
She says charter schools are a great option for students and allow parents more involvement in their child's education.
If it was good for my school, then it was good for my kids at the school. I was the actual leader of that school with a leadership team.
While panelists urge the audience to spread what they've learned.
Who are you serving? And if not, then why not? And if you're not, then it's time to, because our young people are screaming.
Well, Bell says she sees this amendment as a start of the conversation, with more developments to come later. Doug?
Clarice, thank you very much. JCPS Superintendent Marty Pollio recently voiced his opposition to Amendment 2, saying that it would take money away from public schools.
For kids who have the least amount of resources in their home, need to have the most amount of resources in their schools. We don't do this in this nation, and actually Amendment 2 would cause us to worsen that and take money away from kids and families who need it the most.
Superintendent Pollio made those remarks last week at a ceremony recognizing teachers. You will get to vote on Amendment 2 on Election Day. That's Tuesday, November 5th.